Hello, everyone, and welcome back to 2A News with Craig DeLuz. I am your host, Craig DeLuz. We are coming at you from I was about to say SHOT Show. It's actually the NRA annual meeting and exhibits in Houston, Texas, and we are having a good old time. And the great thing about this is that you get all different types of folks, and they bring all different types of strokes. And so I have a gentleman with me here today who has a very, very interesting story, and wrote a very interesting story, and I'd like to invite him to come on the program. His name is Mr. Joel Rakow. Joel, welcome to the program.
Well, thank you. Glad to be here.
Excellent, excellent. All right, so we just had a little discussion. You had a little chance to tell me a little bit about yourself. As I always like to say, I am a card-carrying member of the vast right-wing conspiracy. I can say, but that your tale is a little different.
Oh, definitely.
Definitely. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I'm a third generation Democrat. I was with the Democratic Party for 50 years. I was essentially fiscally conservative and socially liberal. I didn't always vote with the party, but I stayed with the party because it was everything that, all my family was in it, and I never really needed to be outside it. But then when COVID hit, and we were quarantining on the ranch in the Panhandle here in Texas, and I watched Trump get beat up on the TV and in the newspapers after he would talk about hydrochloroquine or the COVID and how we might be able to handle it. And you all remember those daily debriefings he had. It seemed like he was doing everything a capable human being could do to solve a problem that none of us understood. But he got beat up in the press in an unreasonable way. And it was at that time when I realized that they're not representing the citizens anymore. They're no longer even talking about a strong middle class. They've abandoned whatever they're doing, and I didn't have a sense of it back then. Whatever they're doing, they had abandoned the main population of the country.
Well, it's interesting you say that because my parents were very, always voted Democrat, but they were they were pro-life. My mother was just to the right of Pat Buchanan on foreign policy. They believed in traditional marriage. They believed in entrepreneurialism, all these things, but yet they always voted Democrat. And it's kind of funny. I always say, if you look back at John F. Kennedy, I think today he would be a Republican, if not a conservative Republican.
Absolutely.
But you didn't just change your party registration, right? You didn't just leave the Democratic Party. You took it a step further.
Oh, yeah, I took it a few steps. I wrote a letter of resignation. I submitted it to the party, and I posted it on the internet. Back then, it was probably Twitter, and I distributed it to all the followers that I had at the time. So that was 2020. So it'd be about 1,000 people. So I put it out there, but the times changed after that, and I would have left it at that probably, because I still vote for the best person. I don't just vote party, but I wasn't feeling safe with the new new administration. It was definitely no longer, they weren't representing us. We were in their crosshairs, and so I went out, my wife and I, we bought a gun, and we have a gun safe already there. The kids have their guns in there, but we'd never bought one. But we bought one, got trained, and felt that was a little bit. I started fantasizing about this hunting lodge that we have on the ranch about 30 miles from where we actually reside. And that would be the place. It's off the grid. So it would be off the place. They couldn't find us if they came. Because I'm a pretty outspoken guy. And then in mid-June, I woke up and I said, I've got the story. I've read a lot, I've written a lot, I've never written a novel, but I said, I have the story. And so I wrote the novel, Life in Woke America. And it's a novel, it's a story, it's not like a textbook, it entertains, but what happens is the leader, the protagonist in the book, a kid named Xavier, grows up in Amarillo in the group home as an orphan, and has many talents. And wherever he goes, he finds that people that he doesn't know and who don't know him think that he should be saying certain things in a certain way. And they didn't always fit with his actual experience. And that went on, and the story takes him till about 32 years of age. And so it went on for much of his life. And the story is about how they tried to control him, how they tried to cancel him, how they tried to manipulate him, and how he fought back and used modern technology as a way of conducting his own infowar against a bioweapon lab that is a real event. This novel is based on some real incidents. One is a Chinese secret bioweapon lab that was found in the United States that you probably have never heard of, because the press, the mainstream media is not talking about it. But if you listen to Steve Bannon or you listen to Real American Voices, Gordon Chang will get on there and talk about it. But it's so real that it was actually the subject of a congressional investigation.
Wow.
And that investigation, I of course downloaded it and read it and used it a lot in the book, but it's totally available to the public, but mainstream media is not talking about that bioweapon lab.
Wow, that is some crazy stuff. So where can folks get the book?
Well, right now it's on Amazon and Barnes & Noble as an advanced reader copy. So it's going to come out in about 30 days. The reason for the advanced reader copy is so that professional book readers can read it and then do a review, and we've got reviews when the book comes out.
All right, there it is right there. Peace Through Strength, Life in Woke America. The author, Mr. Joel Rakow, thank you so much for coming on the program, and I hope you have a very prosperous NRA. All right, folks, that's it for this episode of 2A News with Craig DeLuz. We very much appreciate you tuning in. We appreciate you liking and sharing the program and encouraging your friends to do the same. We will be back from NRA 2026 here in Houston, Texas. Y'all have fun.